Sonya, welcome. Thank you so much for doing this. Would you please introduce yourself to the people who will be watching the video?
Sure. Hello. Hi. My name is Sonya Vann, and I am the Executive Director of Pathways Theological Education, Inc. And Pathways is a online for alternative path towards authorized and ordained ministry that is do provide certificates as well as continuing education credits.
Right.
Yes.
And I mean, have had the privilege of working with you and getting to know you, and just really rich and extraordinary insights and experiences. What are the things, your gifts or your frameworks or whatever that you're drawing on a lot as you live into this COVID-19 pandemic?
I think I draw more on this kind of faithful patience. This idea that, and a lot of it comes from looking at the past and going, you've never been abandoned. Why would that happen now, right? And knowing that to be the basis of you can continue forward. So I'm not anxious, but I'm also a planner by nature, and so automatically in moments of crisis, I plan for the future of the what ifs, right? And so there's always a plan A, B, C, D, all the way up to probably Z if I really thought about it. But really, this faithfulness in continue to do the work that you were called to do, and be patient in waiting for a moment in which the next opportunity will provide itself or unveil itself.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So, what advice or wisdom would you pass along to others as they're trying to sort out how to live into this really extraordinary and unprecedented time?
Wow. That's a really heavy question, I think, because for me, it's responding. If I had to answer a personal for myself, I would say responding to what's been the void for a while. And for me, it's quiet reflection time. I think more than anything, whether it's with my dog or even drives up and down the River Road in Alton and Grafton area, I have really found myself reflecting upon beauty of nature and finding some peace in this moment. I think that we've been so rushed for so long that we have really lost, excuse me, that we have really lost um, a connection to the peacefulness of our spirits, that calmness, and it will do us a lot of good to connect with that now, because I don't really believe that things are going to be all that more improved when we come out of social distancing. I think they're going to be a lot more hectic, but if we're connected to that, we can draw on it later on.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
wonderful. And is there a kind of generative question or a continued question you find yourself reflecting on in this time?
I am. I think that I don't operate I do ministry, but I don't operate as a pastor in the truest form of it. But I think I have a pastor's heart, and so for me, in many ways, it's about what's going to happen to the most vulnerable of us, right? Those people who in this moment have lost people or feel a lot of isolated loss. I think it's really going to change us and our there are going to be more issues of mental illness because of this. And so I'm really concerned about and asking the questions of what will our grief look like on the other side of this, and how can we be fully present with people in many ways that we haven't even thought of in the past. Uh, in many ways, yeah. I think that I ask that for myself now. How can I be fully present in isolation? But I really want to figure out for pastors, or think about for pastors, how are we going to change and move and shift in many ways to change what our focuses have been in the past. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So, what's the first thing you imagine yourself doing when we're able to re-engage socially with one another?
I want to swim.
Yeah,
And I am so I will tell you this much. I went through this whole big thing about a fear of swimming in shark infested waters. I don't even care if they're shark infested, to be honest with you. I just want to get into a body of water and sand on the beach and go. So I really do think my cousins and I were thinking about doing a trip before this all went down,
Mm.
and we're going to book that trip and probably go for it in sand and beaches. That's all I want to do.
Well, that's a great,
Right.
yeah, that sounds wonderful.
And I'll take my chances with the sharks too.
Um,
Right.
well,
Yeah,
Sonia, this is so wonderful. Thank you for taking the time to talk.
it's always wonderful talking to you, Steve. Thank you.
Take care.